If you're getting treated like shit, part 2, how to earn respect, how to set your boundaries. If that sounds useful to you, if you're tired of getting clowned on, you're tired of getting disrespected, welcome and fam, much love, Trav here. New lamb, just born in the last couple hours. Thumbs up for the lamb. Thumbs up for this content that I'm gonna drop with you on how you can change your life so you're treated with respect. If you just have higher standards, but your family or your friends put you down, what you can do to change your situation. So again, welcome in fam, much love, Trav here. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure to hit the thumbs up. If you're listening to this video later and you find it, or you're listening to this video now but you're walking or you're on the bus and you find it useful, come back and hit the thumbs up later, comment later. Make sure to share it later. Be out here with the sheep. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can transform your relationships where you're receiving negative energy so that you receive respect. People don't try to push your buttons. People don't mess with you. People are kind to you. Okay? And yeah, there's going to be a lot of good stuff in this video, so make sure to watch to the end, because I'm going to approach this from a variety of angles. I'm going to share from my own experience, and the best advice is going to come at the end of the video. Sound good? So first, talk a little bit about the culture. Depending on where you live or where you are, it's sort of normal for people to tease each other and to clown each other as part of an intimate relationship, whether that's partnership or, you say you hate someone when you really like someone, or you just brothers put each other down or whatever. So for some people that's normal. For some people that's not normal. For some people that's not what I want. That's not okay with me. This isn't what we do. That's not healthy. So if you're trying to get from this is the normal that I live in to this is where I want to be, then make sure to listen to this video. In my experience, my family was very respectful, but that doesn't mean my friends were, because we live in this greater society. My brother and I, we had our arguments and so on, but we never would tease each other or put each other down or clown each other. Same with my parents. I never really observed that from them. They were not always get along, but had a certain level of respect. But then, like everybody else, I'm in school. I'm now in public school, and that's not the normal. There's people who want to clown on me. There's people who want to put me down. People who want to be my friend and clown on me and put me down, or people want to embarrass me, pants me in front of the school during lunch or at an assembly. People who want to kick me in the nuts while I'm sleeping on the bus, and so on. And allowing that to be normal, and then going through high school, and now it's been 4 years where I've allowed this, and it's been normal. So how do we go from letting people treat you poorly to demanding respect and getting it? So the action is boundaries, but the first place that you need to start is internal and have boundaries with yourself. So another thing that we don't see is whether it's normal to be kind and generous to yourself and loving to yourself, or to be negative and hard and mean to yourself. We don't know people's dialogues, but this is a place to start. It's very important that if you don't want other people to treat you like shit, you don't treat yourself like shit. And that starts with your inner dialogue. Are you being kind to yourself? Are you being mean to yourself? Are you being appreciative, thankful to yourself? To be appreciative and to be thankful of God, but also to be appreciative and to be thankful of yourself. Are you thanking yourself, right? What's your inner dialogue? Because as long as your inner dialogue with yourself is negative, I'm sorry, but you're going to allow people to walk on you. So first thing you need to do is get right with yourself. Now your inner dialogue is right. Okay, so what are the actions that fall from that? Boundaries is still a little farther down. We're going to get to that. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take care of yourself. It's not just thinking, but actions. If you don't feed yourself well, if you don't give yourself a good diet, you're really going to expect other people to respect you if you're not respecting yourself. If you don't work out, you're really expecting other people to respect you. If you don't work on your habits, if you don't have goals, if you don't have mission, if you're not reading, if you don't have a plan, if you're not getting better, you're not treating yourself well, do you really expect other people to treat you well? So the first thing you got to do is get your mind right and get your perception of yourself right and start taking care of yourself. And a lot of it, just taking life seriously, sobering up, cleaning up, caring about your finances, investments, caring about your health, caring about what you're eating, caring about future goals, becoming curious of the world and turning out and trying to help others. People see that, they're going to respect you, they're going to treat you better, but you're still going to need to set boundaries. Now here's where it's starting to rain. Let's go hop in the car with the dog. I don't want to get too wet. I'll come back. Hopefully the sheep can figure out about the shelter. So stick with me, get in the car, then we're going to talk about boundary settings, like what to actually say to people. Come on, Eris. Come on, Eris. Let's go. Okay. Try to get my window up here. Stick with it. My window's it's all janky. Alright, well that's as good as we're gonna get it right now. Now, the boundary setting. What's up, Eris? If you haven't thumbs up already, give Eris a thumbs up. Every thumbs up is a pet for Eris. She's a sweet dog. Good dog! What to actually say to people with boundaries. I'm just gonna give you a lot of examples so you can take and run with them. People in my life, some might like tease me, make fun of me in front of people, and I will come to them personally and say, hey, that's not cool. Just so you know, you can't do that. Or, somebody said, hey, you missed this, you're being lazy. And to say, you can point out my mistakes, please point out my mistakes, but you cannot call me lazy. Or, one of the people work with just like went in a rage publicly at me for doing something he didn't agree with, basically. And, go to him and say, hey, if you don't agree with my decision, that's cool, but you cannot get so emotional, especially in front of people. It's not okay. Right? Like, go to the person, you cannot talk to me like that. It's not okay. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, if you're fully congruent with yourself, if you're a strong person, you're physically strong, you're mentally strong, you're emotionally strong, and you say, no, you can't talk to me like that, that's not cool with me, then it will be respected. That's why it's so important to take care of yourself. Or what will you do? I'm just not going to spend time around you. Right? I'm going to move out. I have higher standards for myself. I'm not going to live with you anymore. If you're going to always treat me like that, we're not going to see each other. Sorry. So it involves conflict. But here's something I want you to understand is if you don't do this, you're just going to keep getting treated like shit. You're going to get treated poorly and it's going to go on forever. And you're going to have relationships where it's okay to be mistreated. You're going to have relationships where you don't feel good. You're not going to be respected. And it's going to suck. So it's pretty simple, really. It's not easy to do, but it's simple. The first thing to do is to normalize positive thoughts with yourself. To be kind in your mind to yourself. The second step is to start being kind in your action to yourself. Taking care of yourself. And the third step is to help other people. And the fourth step is to put clear boundaries by having one-on-one conversations with people where you say, that was the boundary that you crossed, it's not okay. And what's going to happen when you do that? In my experience, most of the time, people respond well. They're like, yeah, okay. Sometimes people don't respond well, and what happens is you don't see them for a while. But a lot of the time, they come back around, and they act different to you. and they changed. And they might say, like, oh, and here would be the really negative. It's like, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells around you now. Well, before you were walking on me. So good, right? That's respect. You should feel like you have to have deference and respect to me when you're around me. I don't want you feeling like super uncomfortable and anxious, but you shouldn't feel like you can just trample me. You should tread carefully, right? And some people are going to disappear from your life, and that's okay. Because over time, if you have a tolerance for and a certain standard minimum expectation of how you're going to be treated, over time, you will find people who treat you like that, and they're going to stay in your life, and the others will leave. And you're going to have a life where, yes, there's going to be conflict. Yes, there's going to be boundary setting, but you're going to have a certain level of respect for people. You give people feedback, but you're not going to clown on people just to clown on people, just for a reaction, put people down to just cause, to assert your authority or dominance. It's not needed. You know, attract a circle. Everybody can be alpha. Don't need this alpha beta dynamic. Put people down. I'm King Kong. So I hope you found that helpful. I hope you found that useful. Again, Eris, make sure to hit the thumbs up if you haven't. How many views did this video have? Probably not that many. How useful is this video to you? If it's pretty useful to you, please go share it. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. It makes a difference. I'm trying to help more people. And if you think this is some real shit, you agree with me, share it. Now, also comment down below. What did you find the most useful? What are you struggling with? Maybe I can make a follow-up video. Maybe I can help you out. Okay? Appreciate you. Much love. Thank you so much for making it to the end. And my last piece of advice, I said I would save the best for last, is that, you can transform your life and just be a highly respected and well-treated person, and highly respect and well-treat other people. And you can get to that from a situation where people are walking on you and you're letting them. And yeah, it's a long journey. It's a long process. It starts with respecting and taking care of yourself. If you can do that, I promise you other people are going to treat you a lot better in the long run. But got to start with yourself. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Much love. Peace.